My name is Caroline Bailey, and this video will explain women in sports and the wage gap, focusing specifically on the U.S. women's national team. Players from the U.S. women's national team have been fighting for equal pay since 2016, when five high-profile players, Carly Lloyd, Hope Solo, Alex Morgan, Megan Rapinoe, and Becky Sauerbrunn, filed a complaint against the U.S. Soccer Federation with the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. The women are asking for equal pay to the men's team. In March of 2019, all 28 players of the U.S. women's national team filed a lawsuit against the U.S. Soccer Federation on International Women's Day. The lawsuit states that, quote, "The women allege that they are consistently paid less than the players on the men's team and discriminated against because of their gender, despite a strong performance record," end quote. The lawsuit outlines that 1. The women are paid less than the men despite performing the same duties and outplaying the men. For example, they play more games, win more championships, and get higher television ratings. Further, the lawsuit explicitly states that the women have 4 World Cup titles, 4 Olympic gold medals, and have held the number 1 rank in the world for 10 out of the last 11 years. 2. In general, a women's player could earn as little as 38% of what a men's player earns, creating a gap of $164,320. And 3. Since 2016, ticket sales for the women's team have not only matched but brought in more overall revenue than the men's games. In the summer of 2019, the FIFA Women's World Cup commenced and the U.S. women's national team won yet again. Chants of equal pay could be heard at the World Cup and during the team's victory parade in New York City. The U.S. women's national team has proved with clear evidence to support that they deserve to be paid and treated equally to the men. Not only are they gifted athletes, but all of the women could be considered heroes for the efforts that they have put into this lawsuit in order to make change happen and spark conversation. There are not many women in the world who have the courage to speak up and fight for what they believe in. The movement that the U.S. women's national team has created will hopefully encourage other women around the world to do the same. The team is not only fighting for equal pay, but for women's rights overall. The 2 captains of this year's team, Alex Morgan and Megan Rapinoe, also exemplify heroism through their dedication to soccer. Not only are they Olympians, but they are winning Olympians. The Olympics is perhaps the biggest feat an athlete can reach, rising above expectations and performing for their respective countries. They have an understanding of their gifts and have worked their entire lives to prove their worth and show their talents. Many of the women have gotten pregnant, had their child, and worked even harder to make a comeback because of their extreme dedication, love, and perseverance that they were gifted with. Additionally, the games that the U.S. women's national team play represent sports as religion because these spectacles are ceremonial events. Some players may dedicate a game to someone or something, as well as fans doing the same. Since these players compete in the World Cup and the Olympics every 4 years, fans have to wait an extremely long time to see their favorite players play for something bigger than themselves. Fans are highly committed to the U.S. women's national team in a way that gives focus and meaning to their daily lives. Many fans wear their favorite player's jersey or paint their faces with symbols and athletes' numbers. These actions and behaviors are ritualistic, uniting people as a reminder of our interconnectedness and forming a community where people can identify with a group, much like the community of a religious group. Sports spectatorship is a transformative experience through which fans escape their regular lives, just as religious experiences may help the faithful to transcend their everyday existence.